Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Call of Cthulhu Red Hall one-shot. There is a title, but I don't want to say it just yet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's one of those.
It's one of those.
But the audience would know because the video's going to be named it.
You can see, yeah, you can also even just see it like right here. It's on the screen, but I'm not going to say it for my players yet. No peeking, Mike.
Wait, what?
Yeah. But yeah, so I'm very excited to do this one shot. I don't know how long it's going to be. It's a little bit shorter in scope, but I'm excited to get these characters who have not met each other. Yeah, Forseti's right. His name's Spooky Scary Skeletons. That's the name of the campaign.
Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down my spine.
They don't know. The characters don't know each other, and we're going to introduce them one by one. Starting. First, before we get into the roleplay, Mike, why don't you just give a brief synopsis of your character?
His name is, or I am Dylan, a 22-year-old accountant, born and raised in Red Hall and still there, and does not like the outdoors or being anything nature.
All right. The night before was like any other night. You finished your work, got home, had dinner, killed time until you eventually felt tired enough to go to bed. When you wake up, you find yourself, Dylan, not in your bedroom. You were lying on the floor, half wood, half torn apart. Splintered wood with cold soil underneath. Tools laying on the floor next to you. You are covered in a thin potato sack-like blanket on the floor of the shed from your childhood.
I can't see though, right? It's dark, or am I in the sack and it's dark?
You're not in the sack. It's like laid over you. It's like a burlap blanket.
Oh, okay.
And it is dark. There seems to be some moonlight coming in from the window.
I'm going to slowly get up, being very careful not to disturb anything, and try to go for the door.
Can you give me a power check?
Yeah. No.
You feel as though there's something watching you from the window, and you feel unable to stand up.
I don't want to look at the window.
That makes sense.
I'm gonna try. Without sort of looking up, I'm gonna try and feel around me for anything.
The tools that fell onto the shed floor are there with you now. So you can grab any of those tools that would have been there when you were a child.
I'll just grab for like something that I could easily throw, like an axe or something.
1 second, James just messaged me. Yeah, there is a small hatchet that's dull from years of non-use.
Okay, I'm gonna pick it up and sort of without looking, I'm gonna throw it at the window. I don't know what roll I have to make for that, but that's.
Give me a dexterity check.
I'll give you a dexterity check. I got my hard.
You, without looking, are able to throw the axe exactly where the window was, because it's been burned so much into your memory that it's like a room you're all too familiar with. And the axe flies out landing on the soft grass outside the window.
I'm gonna look at the window.
There's nothing there.
I'm gonna make my way to the door.
Yeah, now you find the willpower, and you are able to stand up and place your hand on the loose brass doorknob on the side of the shed, and you're able to open it.
Awesome.
Would you like to open the door?
Yeah, I'm gonna open the door.
You open the door, and on the other side is an octagonal room lit in various pools of amber light. There are one, two, three, four. There are three other doors in the room. One on the wall right next to yours, and then two on different walls on the opposite side of the room. There is various furniture positioned in the room, a love seat, a sectional sofa. There's a dining room table and a small end table, as well as small side tables with various coverless, like undetailed books on them. So like the covers are just like matte red, matte green. And there is, notably, dozens of mirrors in the room. One that catches your eye is in the north wall of the room is a large, about 8 foot tall, 5 foot wide mirror. And we're going to hop on over to Olivia.
Hello. My name is Olivia. I'm 32. I am a police detective in Red Hall. I was born and raised here, but my parents came from London. And I have a particular affinity for tracking the missing youths in Trapper Woods.
All right. Olivia, the night before was like any other night. You were working a later shift at the precinct. The stacks of paperwork about the missing youth, cases from months ago, years ago, decades ago, have been piling up on your desk as you've been spending some time between your cases studying what you can about Trapper Woods. You did eventually get home, go to bed, and when you wake up now, you feel that the ground that you're lying on is cold. You shiver, for there's no blanket covering you. When you look around, you realize that you are lying on the floor of the hunting cabin.
I'll kind of like grapple backwards from my surroundings until I hit whatever wall or surface is behind me, and then stand up and try and find the door.
Can you give me a power check, please?
I'd love to. No.
You are very familiar with how the cabin was oriented, and you are confident that you are back in that exact same cabin right now. Every corner that's been burned into your memories is still there, as precise as it was when you were there when you were a kid. And you feel a sensation from further back in the cabin of the man being there, and he is home right now.
I'm gonna search the room for some kind of weapon.
What would have been there that you're looking for?
It would have to be like a makeshift weapon, something that would be like a piece of furniture I could break off, or something that I could do now that I'm bigger that I wouldn't have necessarily been able to do when I was a kid.
You can find a loose arm on a rocking chair that you're able to pull off to be a sort of, as best as you can, blunt weapon.
Cool. Armed with this, I'm going to try and venture out into the main area of the cabin.
Sure. Are you going cautiously?
Yeah. It's like a sneak attack.
Sure. Is there stealth on our character sheets? I don't have one in front of me.
There is.
Yeah, why don't you make one of those, please?
I just miss it.
As you begin to make your way down the hallway towards the main entrance and also the main room, as well as also the exit of the cabin, the floor creaks beneath you, echoing through the entire cabin, and you are confident you feel an energy shift in that main room.
I will switch tactics and just run into the main room wielding my weapon.
Sure. You charge in, weapon held high, and as you do, you find just an empty room with the door closed, the windows curtained as they always were, and the stove, the wood stove, is burning with nothing but embers, and otherwise the room is dark.
I'm gonna try and leave out the front door.
Yeah, there's nothing stopping you. When you open the front door, you open it into that same room that I described to Mike. However, across from you, there is a man standing there, who we now know as Dylan, is Mike. Otherwise, we're just going to hop on over to our boy Nathan.
Hello.
Nathan, you probably see where this is going by now.
No, I am still lost, actually. I'm not sure what's happening. My name is Benton. I'm 30 years old, and I run a rather successful used bookshop. All kinds of, like, those really cramped quarters used bookshops that are really fun to go into and smell like old books. And I live just above it.
Nice. That's my job. I'd love to live above a store like that.
Wouldn't that be great?
Well, all right, let's get to this. Good news. The day before was like any other day. You worked at the bookstore. When you were done, you locked up, shuttered the windows, and made your way upstairs to sleep, where you probably enjoyed a wager. If I have a stereotypical bookseller in my head, correct me if I'm wrong, probably a cup of tea before bed.
Yeah, 100%.
As you were going through one of the tomes with that stacked up on the desks in various corners of your room. You then went to sleep, as you always do, as most people should anyway. And when you wake up, before you realize where you are, you feel your feet hanging off the edge of your bed.
Strange. I open up my eyes and look down at my feet. I imagine there's blankets on me that are too small.
It's the same pattern blanket that you had on your bed when you were a kid. You were in your childhood room. The door is closed, but you hear the sound of your father watching sports in the room next to you.
I look around to see the other things in the room to confirm that it's my room.
Yeah, your room is as you remember it. You would have been in the 90s if you're 30 now, because that's how old I am. So there is Mighty Max posters and and Transformers.
What, sewer sharks?
Street
sharks.
Yeah.
Street sharks.
The room is as you remember it, but you are in your body right now, your 30-year-old body. So that's why you're hanging over the bed. Your hands are... These hands are big, you know, like...
I've had this dream before. It's a reoccurring thing, so, like, I don't know if it's real or because, like, it's just something that constantly plays on loop in my head.
Definitely.
But I stand up. I don't want to.
Can you give me a power check, then?
Yeah, sure. Come on, sparkly pink dice.
Go sparkly pink dice.
Sparkly pink dice.
No.
You feel
That's
the
a 90.
urge to hide under your blanket.
It
as
happens.
If the monster under your bed or in the living room will come and grab you at any second.
Oh, yeah. I try to cover myself up with the blanket as best as possible.
You do succeed. You are covered. You're kind of in a little fort. And otherwise, it just kind of stays silent.
Is there still sports?
Yes, there is still the sound of the television
Yep.
from the other room.
Gonna try and get up again. Go to the door and see what the hell's going on.
As you pull the door open, you see on the other side that same
Nothing.
amber room that I described to the other two. On the wall next to you, poking out of the door, is a woman, who is Megan. And across the hall on the opposite, across the room on the opposite wall, is Mike Dillon sticking his head out as well. We are going to pause here because James is going to be coming right away. So he gets to experience this without knowing what's happening to everyone.
Amazing.
It's going to be a good time. Okay, James, you want to give us just a brief introduction into Shannon?
Oh man, Shannon. He's a mechanic handyman. He is apparently 36 years old, according to this character sheet.
Dude, that's 5 years for us.
I know. And he is an ex-junkie, turning his life around. He's been sober 10 years now.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
All right, Shannon. Yesterday was like any other day. You went to work, did it as good as you always do, had your normal lunch, which was just a little ham sandwich with processed cheese. You came home, made as good of a dinner as you usually do, and then watched some TV and went to bed.
Nice.
That next morning, you wake up with the sound of buzzing above you, of lights flickering, and your face is lying against dirty, piss-covered linoleum.
What? Do I know it's piss, or are you just painting a picture?
It smells like piss. It smells raunchy wherever you are.
I don't like. What the fuck? Yeah, I'm gonna get up.
As you start to get up, you hit your head on the side of a toilet stall.
What the? Oh, God. Just drown me. I'm out. Waking up in piss. That's too much. Okay. I'll just actually write myself. Take a 20 and write myself.
As you begin to move and shift, you see that there was your narcotic of choice
What?
resting on the closed toilet seat lid.
This isn't good. I'm gonna. This is a dream. This is a bad dream. I'm gonna. Well, look in the mirror. What's up? How do I look?
Can you give me a power check?
I would love to. I fail. No, I pass exceptionally. I forgot Call of Cthulhu was the other. I got a 4.
Nice job.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you're easily able to right yourself, turn, open, unlatch the stall door that you locked behind you, leaving what was ever behind you on the toilet seat.
Yeah.
And as you get to the mirror in the bathroom, you look just like Shannon.
No.
You're wearing your PJs as well. Hopefully,
What?
Hopefully, you didn't sleep naked.
No, of course not. Only weirdos do
Who
that.
does that?
Yeah, no, I wear a night shirt like a normal person.
A
And just
night shirt and no
boxers.
bottoms, like a toddler.
No, he means like a nightgown, like really long with like Scrooge.
Okay. Is there like a clock in this bathroom?
No, it's a bathroom.
No.
It is
I don't
small
know.
though. It is a bathroom you are very familiar with.
No. This has got to be a bad dream. I am just gonna wake up. Wake up. Wake up. I'm just gonna like pace in the bathroom. Wake up.
Nothing happens.
Wake up. I'm gonna get frustrated. I'm gonna maybe like kick a stall door and be like, wake the fuck up.
There is only one stall. When you kick it open,
Yeah.
it hits with the it hits the toilet on the other side, and you hear the sound of a needle dropping to the ground next to it.
Let's leave this bathroom. What the fuck's going on out here?
When you open the door, the bar you frequented is on the other side. It is quiet and empty.
I'm gonna check my arms for needle marks.
There are no needle marks.
Okay, so this is a fucking setup of some kind. I don't know what the fuck's going on. There's got to be a clock in this bar.
There is. It reads about 2:30 in the morning.
2:30 in the fucking morning. I'm gonna go behind the counter and use the bar phone. Pick that up.
It's dead.
What the fuck? I'm gonna look out the window into the parking lot and see if there's any cars there that
There's your
I
car parked
recognize.
outside.
My car.
Yep.
I bet you it's cool. I always have cool cars in these games.
It is very cool.
Cool.
It's in fact my dream car.
Is that just like a brick with giant wheels, like every kid's dream car?
No. 71 Buick Riviera.
No, Rivieras suck. You think I'm a GM shill? Look at this.
Fix it again, Tony.
Yeah, you got it. Okay. This is bizarro. Do I have my keys on me?
You do have your keys on you.
I'm just gonna go home. I can't explain this.
Sure.
Yeah.
As you open the door to leave the bar,
Yeah.
it opens into an octagonal shaped room with tall walls lit by pools of amber. Inside, there are various furnitures like a love seat, a sectional, dining table, a coffee table, end tables with books on them with nondescript covers. In addition, there are a lot of mirrors in the room, as well as on the north wall,
Yeah.
a large 8 by 5 foot mirror that reflects the entire room back.
Okay.
Next to you, peeking out from a door that's also open, is a young woman. And across from you, on two other, standing each in their own open door on a different wall, are two middle-aged men. And you all are kind of just staring at each other in confusion. Would anyone like to do anything?
I think before I would be confused, I would see that this is not the shed I was in and quickly go in and shut the door behind me.
Cool. So yeah, you see the one man, he just closes the door behind him immediately when he sees that he is where he is.
Am I still holding my chair arm?
You are.
I'm going to continue holding that. Brandishing what is a very crude club. I'm just going to look around the room and be like, who the f*** are you all?
Did you actually swear, or did it just Discord just muted you there? It was like, who the f*** are you all?
Amazing.
She cares about our YouTube monetization.
I'm okay. Shots taken.
Okay, to be fair, James, I do it too.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Who are you?
I am just gonna I don't. Did I enter the room?
No, you're kind of just peeking in.
I'm just gonna shut the door and reopen it.
Same thing. Nothing
I'm gonna-
changes.
I'm gonna also close my door behind me.
I'm gonna go back in, grab my blanket, and then leave and close the door.
Sure. He comes back
is
with a
there-
child's blanket in his hand.
Why is everyone leaving?
It has Crayola crayons running down.
Yes.
I
I'm gonna-
asked the question, who the fuck are all of you?
I'm gonna shut my door again and count a minute.
So his door has stayed closed for a little bit. You guys can talk in this time. Does anyone
I don't-
respond to?
This is a dream.
I'm Benton.
Very nice to meet you, Benton. My name is Olivia.
Hello.
I am a police detective. I'm
am-
not sure what I'm doing here, or any of you for that matter, but perhaps we can figure it out together.
But this is the dream. Or
I
a
hope so.
nightmare.
The door
I
opens.
don't.
Nothing changed.
I don't know about you, but I am very much awake.
I'm just gonna watch these people. I don't think this is real. I don't know if they can even see me, and if they can, I'm not gonna acknowledge them.
You wanna? Hey, do you wanna stop slamming the door? It's kind of loud. It's echoey in here. Waiting
This
for him to slam
can't.
the
This
door
can't
again.
be real.
Well, I mean, whether it's real or not, we should deal with it.
But if it's not real, you're just figments of my imagination.
You
A fake
all
book.
come from.
What do you mean, come from?
Well, where did your door come from?
A
gonna
place I
actually
don't
ask
really
that. I'm
want to
gonna,
talk about.
I'm just gonna look back at the bar and just kind of try to suss out what I'm seeing.
Behind you is the bar, as you
Yeah.
remember it, just empty. And otherwise, there's the octagonal room on the other side.
And the clock is still the same at the bar, basically.
No,
it's
time's
normal.
moving. Time's moving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's what
It's
I
not
mean.
like
just
Russian. It's not stalled.
Yeah.
It's just moving.
Yeah, okay. Not Russian or Stalin.
I like that you kind of just chastised yourself for that. My bedroom growing up.
Your childhood bedroom. How very interesting.
I'm gonna not shut my door, but I'm gonna step into the room and kind of sidle along the walls to try and get to another door and open it.
Which way
Yeah,
do you go?
The only other door is the one that Megan is standing in front of. Otherwise,
Okay.
furniture and mirrors impede your way around the wall.
There's
There's mirrors at awkward angles. There are some that are just in the middle of the room, just mirror on one side, dark on the other.
good.
Do you still start to sidle towards me?
Yeah.
As you shuffle, I'm just being like, hey, you stay over there. I said stop. And I'll point my chair arm at you.
So, I stand by what I said before. We should probably, whether this is real or not, see where this takes us.
I'm
Are all the doors accounted for? Did everyone come out of a?
Yes, every
One
door
of
is
the
accounted
doors?
for.
Where do we go if everybody came from one of these doors?
look around the room. All of us go into one of the doors.
I'm gonna.
No one goes in this door.
I'm gonna go back into my door, shut it behind me.
Sure.
I'm gonna get my drug kit out of the bathroom, and then bring it back with me. And then just not angrily, but aggressively, I guess. Just explain this. Explain this. Who are you people, and why this?
Are you talking to anybody in particular, or just generally?
No, just the whole room.
I'll just look at what you're referencing and be like, well, that appears to be a stash of narcotics of some sort.
No shit. I've been clean a long time now. What are you guys doing? What prank is this?
Can I have both Benton and Dylan make spot hidden checks for me, please?
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's one of my best skills.
Because you got to read really small print on books.
Gotta find shit in an unorganized store.
Yep.
Your own fault.
I got my hard.
Nice.
I just passed. Just a regular pass.
You both notice it. As this man steps in towards the room to throw his narcotics on the ground, in real life, his arm is clean, but in the reflection, it is covered in track marks. In the reflection of one of the mirrors he walks past.
Did
Can I see your? Can you show us your arm?
yeah?
Well, that's a very strange request.
Well, look at
No, just-
look at the mirror.
Look at
What's
your
in
arm
the
in
mirror?
the.
Look at your arm in the mirror.
What's in the goddamn mirror?
As you show your arm, you see the same thing I just described. Your arm here is fine, but in the reflection, it's covered in needle marks.
That is fascinating.
I'm gonna look in one of the mirrors.
We're going to take a quick little break for YouTube, though.